Now we will kick it over to the 4900 Can-Am UTV stock production for the national points. We'll call the top 10, but want the top 5 to come on up. So in 10th position, it's Cameron Zollers.
In 9th position, it's Mike McClure.
In 8th position, Peyton Dunford once again.
In 7th, it's Jeremy Blackburn.
6th place goes to Cody Quattlebaum.
It's 5th place, it's Brian Crofts.
In 4th position goes to Rich BERSCH.
In 3rd, he's already been up here once, Matthew Walraven.
As well as in 2nd position, BRYAN HAMBY.
And he was just up here collecting another 1st place. It is Joshua Smith.
In 5th spot goes to Brian Crofts. 4th, Rich BERSCH. 3rd, Matthew Walraven. 2nd, BRYAN HAMBY. And top of the box goes to Joshua Smith. But we'll start down here in 5th position. Brian Crofts, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Got out of the car with Bailey earlier, so I think we're doing pretty good in points, and happy for that.
Yeah, you got to be stoked for that. You've been racing 4400 off and on. You started in the started in the 4500 class, and then you went to 44. Now you're playing in the 49. You just do a little bit of everything. I'm glad to see you still racing with us here at Ultra4 USA.
Yeah, you know, just for the 49 class, it was a joke to come out and race. Miller and I just wanted to go pre-run, and then next thing you know, we were on the podium the entire season.
And there's nothing like pre-running at race pace.
Correct, yeah. So unfortunately, came down to this race and knocked us down from 1st to 5th. But Joshua Smith got it. Was able to help him out this race and keep him going. You know, and I can't thank Bailey enough because it's actually her UTV. And I got to thank Nitto, Clockworks for sponsoring us for KOH, Rugged Radios, Fox, Cruise Armor, Baja Designs, and the entire Campbell family. So.
Yeah, great job. Yeah, I think you and Josh Smith were, I think, 6 points spread or something like that in National and in West. It's such a great battle, and I hate to see you get out early, but that's just part of racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I also want to thank Ryan Miller, who's not here with us. Some of you guys might already heard Miller got hit with a rattlesnake on Monday. And
they made a song about that, didn't they?
I don't know. I hope so. So, yeah, Miller wasn't able to be here. He got hit with that rattlesnake, and he's finally able to walk and hang out. So we are oh, this one's cute, too. So he's at home. Oh, yeah. So he's at home watching. So thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
All right, give it up for Brian Crofts in 5th position.
You're okay.
We'll come right back over here to Rich BERSCH once again, 4th position in the national points. You got to be pretty stoked about that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, super stoked about it. Hopefully next year I'm a little bit higher, so we'll see. But I'll take it.
So what do you think of the stock class? It's a lot of fun. You know, they all have an equal playing ground, and it's really cool to see the manufacturers be able to show off their stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, the 2020 Pro XP that I was driving from Polaris, absolutely incredible machine. Had zero issues with it all day yesterday, and can't say enough about them. And honestly, when I first started, I did King of the Hammers as just kind of like a bucket list kind of thing. Didn't plan on racing the rest of the series. I didn't even go to Prairie City for the West Coast race, and you know, I just kind of didn't really think about it too much, and then saw that I was like 6th in points, and for some reason it lit a fire in me, and decided, heck, I'm gonna do this thing for the rest of the year. So it turned out pretty good.
Well, I'm glad to see you up here do a great thing. Do you want to thank all your sponsors once again?
Yeah, of course. Again, the pit guys, huge shout out to those guys. They've been my #1 supporters from the beginning. You guys are awesome. Bandit Off-Road Racing, of course, Brian over there with them. MRT Tires, Raceline Wheels. Again, Chase and Dan at Hypoxic, and that's all I got.
Well, give it up. 4th position goes to Rich BERSCH. And then in 3rd position goes to Matthew Walraven.
Hey, Matthew, how we doing?
We're back in the same spot we were a little bit ago.
It's not a bad place to be, is it?
Not at all.
Okay, who else you need to thank, my friend?
I actually would like to thank Brian and Josh. I watched their points very closely all year long. We started out with hammers this year in a Polaris. And it was kind of like, you know, BERSCH said, it was, let's go race hammers and see what happens. And we had some unfortunate luck, some transponder issues. We finished the race. We didn't get the finish, but regardless of the situation there, it kind of made things matter for Ultra4. So we went to Rush, and we finished 4th in our Polaris. We had some issues, and like I said before, we decided to make a change because we couldn't get new cars, and it was time for new cars. But after meeting Brian, I haven't had the pleasure to meet Josh yet. They're just like we are. We're just dudes that want to go fast, and This gives us the perfect opportunity to go fast with a roll cage. And, you know, he broke right before, whatever it's called, Little Blue. And he was cheering me on the whole time, he being Brian. And it just shows that what we're doing is a family event. I know that racing Roundy Round and every other asphalt game we tried was fun, yet it was like a secret. Like nobody was doing anything we're doing. But these guys, you know, you need a part, you get a part. And it means a lot to me to be involved with the group of guys we're involved in, to be involved with JW Performance and CT Raceworks and Can-Am and Rival and all of the teams and the guys and the support. Having Matt Jones, he's in the KOH rookie program, running the 4500 class as my co-driver. He did a fantastic job considering we missed one of the lines and was up to our chest in water. But you know, not having any comms for the whole race and not having any radio communication with my pit, you know, it went, you know, as well as it could. So I would like to thank my son, my father, my mother, my wife, my two daughters, Adeline and Amelia, Matt Jones, Lucas Moore, he co-drove for me at Rush. Just anybody who's had anything to do with what we're doing. You know, it takes a lot to do what all of us do. And it takes a team, a family, Miles, you, Pam, the Robinettes, JT. JT, you're the man. I want to thank everybody who helped make the 170s a points-paying program for next year because this dude right here is coming out hot. But down to the sponsors, JW Performance, Jason Watt, the man, CT Raceworks, Rival, Scotty Lawrence, Murray Power Sports, Method, Transit Site Solutions, and everybody else who's helped us get here. We were hoping for number one. We were in the position to have the championship, but that's racing, you know.
It is indeed. Well, it's been fantastic to watch you racing all season. And congratulations on your third place finish in the National Points Championship.
Thank you, guys.
Brian, good to see you back again.
Yes, it is. I just come up one step short. So, but like I said, I'd like to thank Ultra4, JT, and Gus and them. They pick out and lay out some awesome tracks, and the Robinettes for everything they do. And we've had real fun racing this year with them.
Well, it's great to see you here, and congratulations on second place in the National Points Series for the 4900 UTV stock production class.
Thank you.
Right, let's wander over to this man here. You're doing rather well this year.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty dang good.
You must be feeling real stoked right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah.
Anybody else you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Brian Crofts. We were fighting for the championship, and he ended up having a brake that he couldn't keep driving on, and he actually changed my flat during the race. So I think that was pretty awesome of him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. One of Ultra4's best kept secrets.
Yeah, definitely is. I'd also like to thank Corey Nassau, my co-driver.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. You are first in points in the National 4900 UTV Stock Production Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our champions.
Brian Crofts, Rich BERSCH, Matthew Walraven, Brian Hamby, and Joshua Smith for the 4900 Can-Am UTV stock class.